not to ruin Christmas for all the believers out there, this was legitimately torturing another human being for the sake of entertainment. And it was extremely popular, averaging 17 million viewers every Sunday night that they'd play the clips. That's absolutely massive, even by today's standards. It's more viewers than the last 4 years of the NBA Finals and the World Series, and obviously more than most television shows get. For reference, The Boys season premiere got around 8 million viewers, and according to YouTuber Atrocity Guide, who also covered this story, the most viewed episode of Game of Thrones got around 16 million viewers, so it even beats that. Just an absolutely massive success, but it doesn't stop there. The producers knew there was still a little milk left in those teats and they wanted to suckle. So they actually turned it from just a weekly broadcast into a full-blown live stream where you could log on online and watch him suffer in real time. So whenever you were just feeling particularly quirky, you could hop in there and watch a man be miserably tortured for the better part of a year. Doesn't that sound like fun? What a great way of starting the day. A nice bowl of cereal and milk for breakfast and watching a man's sanity slowly deteriorate as he dances around naked in absolute agony. Wonderful. This is the story of Nasubi. As I briefly mentioned, another YouTube channel named Atrocity Guide made a great video on this topic, but I wanted to go even deeper. So we, Caleb, Chelsea, and I, really did a fucking thorough deep dive, spreading the foul cheeks of this situation wide open, going through live streams, all of the broadcast clips, in order to really get a handle on just how vile this whole thing was. So let's begin. In 1998, a popular Japanese game show named Susanoo Dimpa Shonen held a raffle to find their next contestant for an upcoming show they were working on called A Life of Prizes. Nasubi ended up winning the lottery and was ecstatic. He believed this was going to be a big break for him since he was also an up-and-coming comedian, and he was escorted to a small apartment where he was then instructed.
Alright. I kinda ain't saying nothing for like the past, I don't even know how long. I ain't saying nothing for like the past like a little bit of time, but what is happening here? So somebody won, this dude won some type of sweepstakes to do something. Like, is that even considered winning anymore? If you gotta win something to do something. But
Instructed to take off all of his clothes in order to
nigga, what?
since he was also an up-and-coming was
Oh, let's go
working
back.
on called A Life of Prizes. Nasubi ended up winning the lottery and was ecstatic. He believed this was going to be a big break for him since he was also an up-and-coming comedian, and he was escorted to a small apartment where he was then instructed to take off all of his clothes in order to participate in the game. The challenge
Me personally, that would have been when I'm done with it right there. You gotta take up your clothes to participate in something that you won. Nah, I'm pass, yo. I'm pass. I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I guess. Hold on. Why my stuff looks so? I gotta change something, bro. My camera look way too like colorful or something, bro. Like I look orange. The contrast too high. Is it too many lights? Maybe I got too many lights. Hey. Yeah, I know. I ain't speak on it. All right, let's get back into this, bro. The dude won something. He had to take off his clothes and go into. Hold on. What is happening?
was he would have to survive in this apartment on nothing but his winnings from sweepstakes. They
All
only
right.
provided him with water, and he was told that he would not be allowed to leave or communicate with the outside world or have any access to anything that he didn't directly earn through magazine sweepstakes. He was told that he'd need to win
That is
1 million
wild.
yen, which
1 million yen? Oh yeah. How? But ain't didn't he just win? I'm so confused. How he got to do this? He just won 1 million yen. What? How much? Hold up. How much is 1 million yen, bro? Oops. Oh my goodness. Why is my game capture? What the heck am I doing? Why my alert box right here? Alright, I don't even know what's happening. I gotta look for Google. How much is 1 million yen? Alright. Oh, that's not even a lot for real. Alright, so he has to win $7,000 of prizes. When did my stuff turn off? Bro. Okay. I'm tripping right now. He has to win $7,500 worth of prizes.
1998 was right around 8,000 US dollars.
I'm so confused.
At the time, 1998 was right around 8,000 US dollars. Through
and the nigga says it after I go look it up.
In order to complete
Crazy.
the challenge and be released from the room. And yes, this does include food. They didn't provide him with any food. The only food he'd have access to is the food that he earns through mail-in sweepstakes. It just feels...
Alright, so now I'm understanding. So I don't want to spoil anything, but most evil live stream ever. So I'm about to assume that this has some... Wait, 1998? Is that the date he just said? Anyways, I'm gonna assume that the dude is locked in a room and can only eat stuff that he's mailing out. So he has to win. He has to gain 8,000 yen worth of prizes. Me personally, I don't think I've ever mailed out anything for a sweepstakes. And $8,000 is a lot of money, bruh. I'm just not realizing that. My cousin, one time he won like a Xbox off like Taco Bell or something. And that's only like $400 right there. This dude got to win that. Freaking, what is that? 20 times, at least 16 times. At least somewhere close to 16 times. Probably like 20 times.
Feels like there were better odds of a bird carrying $10,000 in its mouth crashing through the apartment window and actually earning 10 grand through one sweepstakes.
Hey, what does this nigga be talking about, bro? Crazy.
Of, like, fucked up prison guards at Guantanamo Bay doing as like a joke or something. It's so cruel and brutally difficult. But Nasubi did actually pull it off. It took Nasubi 335 days total to finally make enough money to be released from it. Or at least, so you'd think. This is actually only the tip of the iceberg here, but I just want to give you the story in a nutshell. And I also want to explain the name Nasubi, because that's not actually the contestant's real name. His actual name is Tomoaki Hamatsu. The name Nasubi actually means eggplant, and he got this because the producers used an eggplant to censor his genitals for the broadcast, and they also said that his head resembled the shape of an eggplant. The whole point of the Susanoo Dinpa Shonen broadcast here was to laugh at Nasubi, and people were. 17 million people having an old hoot and a holler, real side-splitting comedy, watching a man be legitimately tortured. Nasubi believed that he was being recorded and that the clips were going to be re-edited and broadcast for TV. So he would come in and like update people on what he's doing. Like, I just won this can of cat food. I just won this bicycle. And then he'd dance around and try and make it entertaining. But he never knew that he was being...
I can already tell where this is about to go. Hey, that mouse that he got is so crispy. I want that so bad. It's called like something Poseidon. So maybe that's his mouse. I ain't never knew that, but I can already tell this nigga is finna be eating some cat food. That's crazy. Cat food is insane.
He was under the impression that it was just going to be moments from the challenge. Not that every excruciating second of this challenge was being broadcast to all of Japan.
Oh, he didn't even know? He didn't even know he was being recorded.
Not that every excruciating second of this challenge was being broadcast to all of Japan. extremely fucked situation.
Hey, Japan be doing
And
some
this
crazy
is
stuff, yo.
just
Like
the bare outline of it. What I
some
want to do for
crazy
this video
stuff,
is
yo.
actually go through a lot of clips and moments from this live stream and the broadcast, as well as just everything surrounding it, because it is so baffling. It is bizarre that this actually happened. I remember Vsauce did a video on what happens to the mind
Vsauce.
when you're cut off from stimulation in the outside
31
world for an
mil?
extended
That's
period
crazy.
of time. And unsurprisingly, it is so psychologically damaging to be.
All right, let's try not to be, because I could tell this has got to be like very bad. I hope nothing happens to him. I hope he survives whatever he's going through. I wonder how long he has to do this for. So he's stuck in a room. Stuck in a room. He has to survive on stuff that he's getting from magazine mail-ins. Bro, do y'all understand how like terrible of a situation that is? Like, who, number one, who mails anything off at all? And mind you, this dude got to win $8,000 worth of prize. I just told you, winning an Xbox One or Series, what was it? Xbox X, whatever the Xbox was called, not the Series X, the one before. To win that, that's like $500, maybe $400-$500. He would have to have won that at least 16 times to cover $8,000 worth of stuff to win. Wait, what's the point? Why not just leave? I hope he's not like trapped in there before he gets this. I don't understand the point of this. But me personally, yeah, it couldn't be me, bro.
Alone and isolated like Nasubi was, and Vsauce only did like a few days. Nasubi did over a year, 15 months.
Nigga, what? This man was doing this for a year, bro? Oh my goodness. Nah, that could not be me, bro. All right, he got magazines right there. Bro's ready. Get what? Why is he naked? Fiber jelly. 12 pots of fiber jelly. That sounds like a video game item.
His first big win, a fat Dubski. He was able to secure.
What is fiber jelly?
Fiber jelly. I don't know what the fuck fiber jelly is. I've never heard of it in my life. That sounds like a made-up substance in the movie Snowpiercer. But it was huge for Nasubi because it's his first bit of food since this started, so he was extremely hungry and was able to.
Talking about Snowpiercer.
This wasn't the first thing he applied for, though. The first sweepstakes he was entering were for clothing items. He wanted to cover up, obviously, because being naked is going to be cold, uncomfortable, especially since. So
he couldn't even. Yo, this man could not even have clothes. He couldn't even have clothes doing this challenge. I'm confused. What did he even win? Now I'm confused. I don't even know what this nigga won, bro. Like, he's doing all this stuff. What did he win? He won the chance to do this to win what? Is he about to get money after this? I never heard any prizes. I still don't understand why he's doing this for. Like, what is the reason?
It's being filmed, so he had applied for an apron first, but he didn't win.
Where's his bed at? 17,000 yen?
Since Nasubi was trapped in isolation, cut off from the rest of the world, he cherished every single knock at that door. It was the only bit of human interaction.
No offense to people that's in Japan or Japanese people, whatever the case. No offense to like that whole culture, but why on earth would y'all have stuff? Why would y'all have y'all money currency that high? Cause if 1,000,000 yen is only $8,000, like 17,000 yen is probably like what, 20 cents? Something crazy like that. But like, why would y'all make it that high? That's that big of a number. That just sounds so stupid. Cause you know, I was watching Squid Games, and all that money that he won, bro, it wasn't even like millions of dollars. I'm thinking bro's winning like millions of dollars, whatever the currency in Korea is. I know Squid Game is Japanese or is Korean, but was actually in Korea. Anyways, the currency is stupid because it was like a million. It was a million different numbers, so that means it was 9 characters of nine numbers, but it was only like what, like 20,000. It was only like something crazy, like $80,000 that he won, something stupid like that, or maybe $400,000. Like, it wasn't even a meal. Like, bro, people died to win $500,000.
He gets. So he'd get excited, and of course he's expecting to win something, since why else would someone be knocking at the door? So he gets really hyped up, like, hey, finally something came that's going to help me get closer to completing this challenge, or maybe it's food and I'm starving. But that wasn't always the case. Like,
you know what? Hold on, let me put a shirt on, bro. Don't you cut me off, please. Don't give up on you, my darling. You know, so crazy. This shirt is actually from Florida, just like this hat. Ugh. I almost want to like. Do like this. Screen capture. Game capture. Full screen. Transform, fit to screen. Alright, we're gonna no, I'm not gonna do it that way. Only because this video ain't really like
in these two clips here, sometimes it was just fucking cruel, where a postman knocked on his door just to let him know that he needs to put his name on the mailbox or some shit, and then also someone put the wrong
yeah, bro. Hey, that's crazy. Wait. You know what? Nah, forget it. I'm not gonna go back that far.
Food and I'm starving. But that wasn't always the case. Like in these two clips here, sometimes it was just fucking cruel, where a postman knocked on his door just to let him know that he needs to put his name on the mailbox or some shit, and then also someone put the wrong address for a ramen delivery, so he couldn't even have the ramen after smelling it. Like, it was just really sad.
That's crazy. He couldn't even get that food. I forgot. He don't got any money. Hey, yo, what's going on, bro?
Finally, it seems fortune's looking up for Nasubi here. He's able to secure 5 kilograms of rice. But then things get heartbreaking.
How much is a kilogram?
He has no way of cooking the rice. Because he'd need to win a pot from a sweepstakes in order to use it. So he just has 5 kilograms of rice that he can't cook.
That's messed up.
Fucking terrible. You know, like it's
that's
that you can't
effed up, bro.
So he gets desperate and he starts resorting to eating the rice raw.
Oh hell no. This man is eating raw rice right now, yo. He's down bad. What I don't understand, I'm not even gonna keep saying what I don't understand, because obviously it's nothing to understand. Why is he still doing this challenge, bro? Like, did they promise him a certain amount of money? Like, he must be about to win like 40 mil or something. Even if it's only a rice roll, help me make into something. I'm sorry, but I think it's a bit of a failure. Hold on. This man look like he dying, bro. Get your hot breath out the camera, dog.
Eating the rice raw, Nasubi knew he needed to find some way to cook it, so he went full fucking Jimmy Neutron here.
Jimmy Neutron, bro, it's just rice. Just put it in a bowl with water and warm it up. It's not that, because apparently he does have a stove. It's not that tough.
So he went full fucking Jimmy Neutron here.
No offense, he's giving him too much credit.
Put the rice into one of the jelly fiber containers, and he put hot
What
water
is jelly? What
overnight.
is jelly fiber, bro? Nah, I'm looking this up. I gotta look this up. Jelly fiber. What is jelly fiber? Jelly fiber. I ain't never heard of nothing called jelly fiber, bro. Jelly fiber. Bro. From what I see right here, jelly fiber is like either some sort of like drink, like you know that little sugar stuff that you put in a drink, or it's to make jelly. Bro, what the fuck is jelly fiber? I ain't never heard this shit in my life, bro. That sounds fake.
Hoping to make it somewhat cooked. As you can see in the clip, he said, even if it's gruel, just make it into something.
Even if it's gruel, what is gruel?
So he came up with another plan to put it in the fiber jelly container, put it in the hot water, and set it next to the gas burner. So that way it would kind of cook it by proxy. And this worked. It was able to cook the rice, and now he had an efficient way of actually eating that rice.
That's dope, bro. Wait, this man got a whole bike in his house. He got an exercise bike. Crazy.
Slowly but surely, Nasubi was chipping away at that million-yen goal, winning more and more prizes, such as a bicycle, which on the surface seems pretty useless since he couldn't take it outside, but
my bad. What is my favorite song right now? I wonder what my favorite song is right now. Probably like...
But he turned it into a stationary bike, and I'm sure that was like a good way of stimulating him, because what the fuck else are you gonna do? So he'd eat his watery rice while pedaling on the bicycle, and he started gathering more and more winnings. It started to look like my fucking dorm room from college, just a bicycle and all kinds of miscellaneous shit all over the place.
Okay, he's getting nice with it. This is the new version, March 1998 rice cooker. Hell no, boy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's like something that you say as a joke, bruh. This man over here, that's the only food he ate. He ain't got no seasonings. I couldn't do that. No seasonings is crazy.
He also upgraded his whole cooking operation by using a can and a can of sake.
Bro knows French.
He was able to create a pretty efficient cooking apparatus. So he was able to make rice more efficiently. He was even able to cook spaghetti now. So
all right.
He was really like climbing up the tech
tree.
Yeah,
he's going crazy.
By just being an absolute fucking genius.
Like I said, tech tree. That's some Kingdom Hearts.
He was really like climbing up the tech tree here by just being
crazy.
an absolute fucking genius. And it's also worth noting some of the more useless
tech
things
tree,
he
bro.
won, like the bicycle, wasn't entirely worthless because that helped increase the value of his winnings, bringing him closer to that million-yen mark. So even if he couldn't get a ton of usage out of it directly, just having it in the room was beneficial because it gets him closer to being done with the challenge.
But
Now it's been about 2 months in this clip here, and according
bro just got some freaking panties or something, or boxers. Bro got baby draws and can't fit them. Crazy.
In this clip here, and according to Atrocity Guide, Nasubi submitted 5,748 sweepstakes entries in the first month.
Yo, I don't think I've written 500 times in the entire year. This dude did it in 1 month. That's sad. That's sad.
So you can imagine that he's right around that 11,000.
So he tried to get some clothes and didn't fit. That's effed up.
And he is just now winning his first article of clothing, which are used panties from someone named Hitomi-chan.
What? Used what? Used
of clothing, which are used panties.
Ew. Why are they used? Why are they used? What do you mean used? Nah, so they smell? Like, nah, bro. I don't want to even get
someone named Hitomi-chan.
a
I want to say I had
Tommy-chan
no idea
is
the
weird
used panty market
as
spanned
hell.
this far back in time. This is 1998. I thought soiled panties, used socks, and bath water were things women started selling within the last decade.
Yeah,
to
because
take
now people be
advantage
doing that
of,
all the
like, internet
time.
sales.
It's
I
not
had
even
no
like
idea
uncommon,
that
but
this was a popular market all the way back into the 90s. But anyway,
98.
Nasubi wins these panties. It's his only article of clothing he's won so far, but they don't fit, unfortunately.
Ugh, I wouldn't even wear those still. Bro got a pet seal. A fake pet seal.
I found this one to be
Oh, he's
extraordinarily
fucking
sad,
crazy now.
So, still around 2 months now. He's had no contact with any human beings aside from the delivery guy just dropping off his winnings.
Bro was
He
just
wins
walking a
stuffed
fake.
seal, which he names Binasu, and takes him for a walk. It's his only source of companionship. That shit just breaks my heart to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Life of a poor comedian only used the word steak in his imagination. A ballpoint pen. Hey, why are they talking like they're not the ones doing it to this man? They talking like we the ones doing it or something. Or like he's in this situation against or within his own free will. Bro literally thought he was winning something and they played him. 500 within the first month, so he's been there for at least 30 days minimum.
This is his first time winning a direct source of protein. Up until this point,
Don't eat all that in one day, G.
Just the rice and like.
Does he have a fridge?
So he's been getting trace amounts of protein, but never something like steak. His macros
Yeah, steak
have
is
so
crazy
from this, but he finally gets steak. And he
That's
cooks
so
it by using a ballpoint pin to cook it over the direct flame.
Wow.
And he gets to eat it and is super
That's
happy
like
about it.
real
I'd
deal
also like to
struggle
highlight
meal.
something in that note he wrote. He said, in the life of a poor comedian, he's only used the word steak in his imagination. I think this is big because prior to this challenge, Nasubi wasn't a popular comedian in Japan. He wasn't well off or anything like that. This was his big break, which is why he was so excited to be part of this show. And then he gets tortured. It's so fucking cruel. Like, you can't help but feel absolutely horrible for this guy.
Oh yeah, bro, winning video games. Oh, he got the. Eating what uncooked? An egg? I owe it all to you,
He wins a
Binasu.
PlayStation game as well as a special controller for it, but he doesn't have a PlayStation or a TV.
Oh my god,
also,
bro. Bro won a PlayStation and can't even play it. Oh my gosh, take this L, boy. That's so wrong, bro. That's wrong on so many levels.
Raw pork and raw crab and eats it raw.
My nigga, he been cooking stuff the whole entire time. What changed here? Why would he decide now I'm gonna stop eating this?
Because he didn't really have an efficient way of cooking those. And you can see that he talks a lot.
Eating pork raw is crazy.
This is very much like a castaway
He
situation
gonna die.
with Wilson. When you're deprived of human contact for as long as Nasubi has been, you start to try and find ways of being social. Humans are social creatures by nature, which is why.
This is a aside from the video we watching, but the little Pokemon cards he has back there pinned up on that is pretty dope.
It's so torturous to be deprived of that. It's fucking brutal. It's been right around 3 months by this point, and he is not even halfway done to the 1,000,000 yen goal.
3ヶ月ぶりの掃除スタート。
まあ1は映んねえのか。アップするよこれで。
Oh, my boy got a TV. He can play the game now. He won a TV. That's what's up. I can't get channel 1. Oh, he can't even watch TV. That's tough.
そのものとは
His life leveled up.
ブラシと歯磨きのセット
They wasn't giving him toothpaste? This is starting to get sad now. I mean, it's already been sad, but they allowed this man not to be brushing his teeth for all that time? This gotta be illegal. This has to be illegal.
です。
He's able to win a vacuum cleaner, which enables him to clean the room for the first time in 3 months, and then
3 months, nigga. 3. Ain't no way. This man has been 3 months. Oh my goodness. He's literally being tortured.
wins a TV, which would have
Wow.
been great because he'd finally
Wow,
have
3
some
months.
sort of entertainment. But unfortunately, since there was no antenna, it was useless because it would only play static. And he still didn't have a PlayStation to like play the PlayStation game that he won. So the TV was just a source of fucking white noise, I suppose. And then he finally gets something really, really useful, which is a toothbrush and toothpaste, which lets him brush his teeth for the first time.
That's insane.
白衣を着た人現る
健康チェックに来ただけです。
全く問題ありませんなすびさんは健康であると認めます
What just happened?
白衣を着た人現る
健康チェックに来ただけです。
全く問題ありません
So yeah,
なす
doctor,
びさんは
yeah, a doctor come in or something and tell him that he has good
健
health.
康であると認めます
This is one component that I always see left out for all of the publications or videos that talk about the horror of the Nasubi story. They actually had a doctor come in and check up on him. The staff wanted to make sure that he wasn't like on the brink of death or that he hadn't contracted any like serious disease or anything. So they had a doctor come in, take his vitals, also did like a blood and urine test, or so they claim, and then gave him a clean bill of health. Now, assuming that that's all legitimate and not just, you know, theatrics for the television program, I would still say this doesn't take into account the actual torture this man is enduring. Like, even if his vitals are okay, he doesn't have a
His
disease
mental
or
though.
any, like,
His mental. He
major
been
health
inside here for
concerns.
9
This is a
or
man that has
3
been
months.
deprived of sunlight,
90 days is
socialization,
insane.
entertainment, and just basic human needs for 3 months by this point. So even if all of the blood work and all of that is
There's no way
within
this can
normal
go on
limits,
any longer
this
than it
is a man
already
who's
has.
still very much not okay. And to try and make it seem like, no, everything's great, Nasubi's happy, and this is a totally fine by the books thing, look, the doctor even says so, is even more scummy and shitty.
Yeah, doctor should have cut that off right then and there. I've noticed a bad thing. My source of life, rice, has finally reached the bottom of the bag. Bro said the source of his life, and he's talking about rice. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. Like,
ついに今日で最後か。
today is really the last. Not even a lot of rice.
ドッグフードです。
すると
まずい。
ドッグフードです。
Somehow, the story keeps getting more
Bro got Purina 1. Okay. I have no words anymore for this. This is going too far. This nigga has to survive on dog food at the moment right now.
tragic. The rice that he won on the 20th day was finally running out, and he was unable to win any more during this time. So he resorted to eating dog food. And dog food became the primary thing that he was eating. It was like his main diet. So he was surviving off dog food. And another thing that I've seen brought up a few times that I also question is the legitimacy of like what shows up, because it would have been very easy for producers to intercept things that Nasubi had won if they were too helpful. Like, I find it very odd that the only thing Nasubi won in terms of clothing throughout all 15 months was a pair of panties. That seems so unrealistic. I really think there may have been foul play, and this is just a conspiracy, where the producers intercepted clothes in order to keep him naked for the sake of the comedy of the show.
Oh my
And
gosh, I didn't even think of that. Like, they could possibly be making him suffer so that the show is more fun to watch. That's
I
tough.
think that there could have been a lot of cases like that. There's also nothing that would have stopped them from sending things he didn't win, like dog food. He may have never like entered a dog food sweepstakes, and they could have sent it to him in order to further humiliate and torture him for the audience. There's just so much shit in here that is beyond cruel and unusual. Like it blows my mind that this is something that actually happened to a real human being.
神よ我に生きる力を与えきり
Guys gifted me the power to live. Let's go, bruh.
これは
Okay.
Luckily, he was
Please.
able to win rice 3 months later. He won 10 kilograms.
Bro hasn't
of
been
rice
wearing clothes for
about 3-ish months after mainly surviving off dog food.
He's been there for half a year. And half of that half a year he's been eating dog food. And is just now getting rice. And he's crying still butt naked, bro.
As well as a couple of other foods that he'd win here and there, but dog food for a while was like his primary source of nutrition. And then he finally gets rice again. Now, it's been about 6 months-ish, and he is finally halfway to the goal. In 6 months, he reaches the halfway point. According to Atrocity Guide, he has submitted 38,000 entries by this point. 38,000
Yo. I saw this video. I started watching it. I saw it was interesting. I decided I'm gonna watch it on stream. It's starting to get it's sad. It's not even starting to get sad. This is just sad. This is inhumane. This is torture. The people that is in charge of this should 100% be in jail. Cause this is crazy. This is crazy.
sweepstakes entries in 6 months, and he is only halfway to the goal.
Is he dead? My nigga, what y'all got this flashlight on this man for when he's sleeping with no clothes on? Y'all couldn't knock on the door?
大丈夫だ
この時ナスビは思った。
終わりですか100万いったんですかいってない意味がわからないんですけど全然うわー車やった動いてる動いてるこれはまあ全部揃ってるというか引っ越しっていうことなんですか
The level of like effed upness is at 300,000.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more fucked up. So what happened here is this show was so popular, people eventually found out where Nasubi was being held. So there was paparazzi, reporters, and everything that all were crowding around the space, so the producers moved him to an identical space where no one would know where he was. It was super far away, it was like 5 hours away, I believe, and this whole time, Nasubi thought, oh, I must have won. But it turns out he didn't. They were just moving him to continue the game in a different location. It looks like actual kidnapping, and to a certain extent it is.
It is.
The entire time, Nasubi is kind of delirious. He hasn't talked to people in a long time. He even says his mind is clouded with anxiety, and he's saying things that don't make any sense. He's unable to really talk to people or talk around people in general. He's like completely lost that ability due to right around 6 months in total isolation.
しかしこの企画が放送されていることを知らないナスビにプロデューサーは
なんか演技担ぎじゃあ私のためってことですねこれは
身に余る光栄です
It's for my own benefit.
The team told Nasubi that he was moved to a new location for renewed luck, so better fortune at a new spot, because they didn't want to tell him the real reason that they were relocating him. So they came up with that, and I'm pretty sure Nasubi doesn't believe them because he kind of laughs about it, saying, oh, so it's for my own benefit. I think he's very well aware now that this is a pretty fucking evil team of producers here, and whatever reason they had for moving him probably wasn't for his own benefit.
格山これは椅子と机が当たったってことなのかなこれは社長気分っつうのかね
当選第1号国用のパーソナルデスク&チェア
操作しづらいんですよね爪が
Can't touch the buttons as my nails are in the way. He can't even clip his nails, bro.
爪がこんなになっちゃってるからね
His first win in the new location actually is a fucking fat one.
Yeah, that's a
He gets
dub.
A new desk, a new
And chair.
They're both relatively expensive too, so it's a great victory for him. And he shows his nails. The nail growth is outrageous. He hasn't been able to trim them in about 6 months now. Like, he is genuinely a prisoner here, and it shows.
With this room switch, producers decided to offer a live web stream alternative, causing them to digitally follow Nasubi around with a joystick in order to censor his genitalia.
That's not right, bro. That's not right, bro. It's one thing to make like a show. Number one, you gotta realize like you have no privacy when you gotta live like this for 6 months. You have no privacy anymore. No privacy. And then they sit here and because he just thinking it's like a game show for his own self. He don't even know he's being recorded in the first place.
As you can see, the quality of the live stream is primitive, but keep in mind this is in the late 90s.
I couldn't actually find a high quality clip showing how they censored the live stream or did the live broadcast, so this comes from Atrocity Guide as well. What they did is the producers had a whole team that was dedicated to following Nasubi around with a joystick like they were playing a fucking arcade game with a sensor to keep his dick and balls off the screen.
Why you say it like that, bro?
Fucking arcade game with a sensor to keep his dick and balls off the screen. And they live streamed him. They wanted to offer a real-time alternative instead of just doing like the weekly Nasubi update with clips. They wanted 24/7 Nasubi coverage for anyone that wanted to go watch.
Wow.
So this was pretty innovative for its time. I think it's definitely one of the first like actual
it's first
live
Switch
streams that ever actually aired. It's pretty impressive.
ウィダーインゼリーが当たってかれこれ2週間当選がない
Wider. What is all this jelly stuff? What is all this jelly stuff? It's been 2 weeks since I won wider jelly drinks and haven't got anything since. Wow.
ここまでね当たんないやつも
It's
な
been
か
a
な
long
か久
time
しぶ
since
りの
I
出来事でね
haven't won like this.
車で移動着いたところは
ちょっといいよいいですか
ナスビのあまりの運のなさに見
After seeing Nasubi's stricken misfortune, the star decided to move to a house for a second time to increase
当
his
然
luck.
運の上昇を願い2度目の引っ越しを決めたのだった
Why do they keep putting him in these little ass houses though? Like, bro, look out for the man one time and just get him like a bigger house at least.
So Nasubi initially had a good string of luck at the new location. I believe, according to Atrocity Guide, he had done 17,000 entries and won decent stuff, but then hit a really bad cold streak, even ran out of food at one point, so the producers did move him again to another location to help him out in winning more prizes, I suppose, and it worked because he did win more prizes.
Bro won chips, he won a VHS player,
ビデオデッキを頭にぶつけ当選の
the
前だ
headbang winning dance. What has he been using?
ほんと10ヶ月ぶりにねトイレットペーパーに触ったよ本当に
He finally wins food again and really celebrates getting some potato chips, and he also gets a VHS player, which will be nice to go with the TV, assuming he ever wins
A VHS.
tape to play it. But I think the most important thing he wins here is toilet paper. This is the first time he's had toilet paper in his entire stay. 10 months so far. And to celebrate, he tries to take a shit just out of frame, but was unable to. So an unsuccessful mission there, but at least he finally has toilet paper.
This is not funny at all. This is not funny at all. But my man's finally got a PlayStation to play his freaking game. Oh my gosh, bro, I'm happy for this dude right now.
それは8ヶ月前のこと。
He won that 8 months ago, bro. The game probably not even fun, but
おー来たよ。とりあえずまずや電車で GO!
Now this is by far the meatiest win he's gotten so far. A PlayStation.
and that's like what,
pretty
300?
expensive, especially
200?
during this time period, and it also enables him to have real entertainment for the first time in 10 months.
10 months.
This is like a moment that's straight out of like Civilization, where you climb up the tech tree slowly but surely. 8 months
Why you
prior
keep
to
saying
this,
tech
he
tree?
won a PlayStation 1 game, Dinsha to Go, which also had the special controller to go with it. Couldn't play it obviously at the time. 6 months ago, he won a TV. So he had a PlayStation game, a controller, a TV, but no console. He finally got that last missing piece of the puzzle, the console, and is able to play PlayStation.
Well, no, so crazy. I bet that they weren't even like that. He wasn't winning this stuff. I bet they just decided like what they wanted to give him. They wanted to give him a PlayStation because he ain't got one in 10 months, and they was like, all right, let's finally give him a PlayStation.
Games now. Well, the single PlayStation game he's won.
Single.
And what's really interesting about this is his first piece of actual
Entertainment
he's had since
10
being
months.
fucking imprisoned here. But also, and this was pointed out by Caleb, this would make him the world's first video game live streamer, because this is all being live streamed. All of this is a live broadcast. And he's
Bro, why is that what they think of?
Because this is all being live streamed. All of this is a live broadcast. And he spent 4 straight days playing his PlayStation. So for 4 straight days, he was
doing 24-hour streams,
playing a game. This man was the patient zero of streaming. He walked so Twitch could run.
一心不乱で電車で GO に熱中するナスビ。電車で GO 3日目に突入。
金プレステでございます。
He
PlayStation
played
banned.
so much Dinsha to Go that he had to ban himself from playing it further so he could focus on entering into more sweepstakes and getting closer to freedom.
Wow.
So he stopped playing the game, went back to writing entries, and he was able
Bro
to
gave
do it.
himself a
He
PlayStation
pulled
ban.
off the last remaining prizes he needed to reach that million yen mark.
一歩間違えてダイヤにしてくれてれば
今回当たったタイヤが8万4000円。つまり現在の総額は
$900,000.
The tires put him extremely close to completing the challenge. He was right at the finish line here, so close he could throw the Dinsha to Go disc right over the finish line. Only a couple more wins would secure this, and he was able to pull it off. The final item he won that put him over the million yen threshold was a bag of rice. But Nasubi didn't know he won. It had been 335 straight days of constant, non-stop, relentless filling out of sweepstakes in order to win these prizes. 335 days of torture, and Nasubi had finally reached the finish line, but didn't know it.
Yeah, no clothes for a whole year, bro.
ゴールを祝いクラッカーで祝福。
Why they acting like this man not got clothes on? Bro, what is wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all popping this freaking thing in his face, pause. Tell him that he won.
11ヶ月と1日前に抜か
11 months and 1 day I got naked. They're my clothes,
され
right?
た私の服ですね。
Per usual, the producers come in like a group of burglars during the night and start popping party poppers in his face, which scares the shit.
Why are they doing this to him? Why do they have access to his house? Why is that right at all that they have access to his house? And why do they like quietly enter his house and scare him? Like, that's messed up.
Burglars during the night and start popping party poppers in his face, which scares the shit out of him and really confuses him. They eventually explain that he did win, he made 1 million yen, and they give him his clothes back. It's been 11 months and 1 day, and this is the first time Nasubi's putting clothes on in that entire time frame. So when he puts them on, he says that it's uncomfortable and itchy, but he's very, very, very happy to be done with the contest and glad that he's completed it. But that's not where this story ends.
食べる骨付きカルビにナスビ悶絶
The producers took Nasubi to Korea, telling him it was a celebration for completing the game and for all of his hard work. So they went to an amusement park. He ate a lot of great food. He had a wonderful, incredible time. And then things got real fucked up.
Not again. It's no way. It's no way. It's no way.
そこは
No way, bruh. It's no way this dude is about to do this stuff all over again. Square one, bruh. Square one. It's no way, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry for using the Lord's name in vain, but oh my goodness. It's no way. Kimchi, what does that say? Strip. Bro, it's no way he wasn't getting paid, bro. It's no way he wasn't getting paid. Can people live in Korea by only winning prizes? 2.
Nasubi 大ショック
Nasubi was
suffers.
making them far too much money. The producers weren't done suckling from this cash cow's teat, so they trapped Nasubi in Korea. The goal this time wasn't 1 million yen. This time he was going to have to enter
No way is more than a mil.
sweepstakes in Korea, which he didn't speak Korean, so he had to use a Korean to Japanese dictionary to translate.
Nah, bro, this is needs. I can't believe they weren't jailed.
His goal was to enter the sweepstakes, win prizes enough to afford a plane ticket from Korea to Japan. That was the objective. He was stripped naked yet again and forced to endure.
All right, that's
the
not as
same
bad,
torture that he had already
but it's still bad.
for 300
Because he has to do this in Korean to
days
Japanese.
prior. I would like to make a mention here. There is a moment where the producer says, if you don't want to do this, just say so. To which Nasubi responds, I'll do it. So I don't think they had ever forced him against his will to complete these challenges, but he was pretty much promised fame after doing these things. So in the pursuit of Nasubi's big dreams, he allowed himself to be tortured mercilessly for 15 months.
こんなにいっぱいということは
Yeah.
賞金総額が 47,800 円ということはゴール 46,900 円突破検証生活 in Korea
This time around, however, Nasubi went fucking plus ultra, straight up turbo mode. He had become a master at this shit. So he was actually able to complete this challenge in just about 2 months, which made the producers very upset because he didn't suffer long enough. So they increased the challenge duration. They moved the goalpost. Instead of just getting a one-way ticket from Korea to Japan in economy class, they required him to get an additional 9,000 yen in prize winnings to upgrade that ticket to business class.
エコノミークラスという一番安い料金
Bro, that's messed up, bro. That's real messed up.
こんなに頑張ったのにエコノミークラスとはあんまりだ
Hey, bro's living great, though. He got a TV, watching TV now. He living a little great now.
ビジネスクラスにランクアップ点まであと 9,500 円
I'll give him like 3 days.
Yeah, more scummy, evil shit from the producers here. They never even told him he initially completed the goal here. They just let him keep writing postcards until he'd gather another 9,000 yen.
Wow.
They didn't want him to win quickly. They didn't really want him to win it all because the longer he struggles and suffers,
The more money
they were making. So they let him just keep going and tried to spin it as a positive thing, like, look at how hard Nasubi's working. We're not going to let him fly in economy class. So the new goal is business class because it's what Nasubi would want. Just genuinely fucked shit.
Yeah. 2 small bags of leaf tea.
4,000 円ということは商品総額は 61,800 円ということファーストクラスにランクアップという
They did it again?
ゴールの金額もランクアップ
Nasubi easily gathered the remaining 9,500 yen after winning some expensive tea leaves, so he was absolutely slapping the producer's bottoms like he was going hog
Yeah,
wild
bro's
right
going
now.
crazy.
So again, they increased the goal without ever telling him. Now, business class wasn't good enough. Now
First
it's going to have to be
class.
a first class ticket, which
Wow.
was an additional 20,000 yen, I believe.
Oh
Which,
my
again,
god.
was pretty quick for Nasubi to gather. He won a live octopus, a big picture frame, and was able
A live
to gather
octopus.
enough money through prizes pretty quickly to get that final rank up to first class passenger. So then he finally gets the ticket from Korea to Japan in first class, and it's over.
そしてプロデューサーに連れられたナスビ登場。もちろんアイマスクにヘッドホン。ナスビは驚くべき行動に出る。なんと脱ぎ始めた。
No. Oh my goodness. This is just wrong, bro. This is just completely wrong, bro. They let this man get naked before they did him like that? And you over here think he's famous.
Without one more final act of cruelty towards Nasubi. They blindfold him, put noise-canceling headphones on him, disorient him, and drag him on stage into a mock room designed to look like the rooms that he'd been staying in for the last 15 months. So out of pure instinct, he gets completely nude again. It's the only life he knows, so without ever being told to take his clothes off, he does it anyway.
Yeah, he did it without even anybody telling him.
Away, revealing a live
Naked
studio
Nasubi.
audience laughing at him and congratulating him for completing the show. Nasubi is understandably confused because for 15 months he has been psychologically and physically tortured.
Abused.
So he doesn't understand what's happening, he doesn't get it, and is shocked,
Bro.
scared, and all around bewildered. It's just one more sick fucking joke from the producers. Millions of people watching the finale, as well as thousands in person watching him, completely naked and completely having no idea what's going on or why. The life of prizes was finally complete, and the entire show, Susanoo Denpa Shonen, was canceled pretty shortly after. It didn't have like a super long run after this, but the toll that this experience took on Nasubi's life obviously didn't stop with the finale. He reported being uncomfortable in clothes for about 6 months afterwards, and his social skills had obviously deteriorated. He said he was a lot more shy and not really able to be a comedian super well anymore because obviously he had been cut off for so long from people. He just kind of lost the ability to carry on conversations efficiently and overall just became a lot more reserved as a result of this. He did, however, sell his diary, the Nasubi Life of Prizes diary, like his journal, and that was a bestseller. That was a massive success. But he himself never achieved that level of fame that he was kind of promised with a show like this. He did have certain roles in other productions, and some of them pretty sizable roles in other productions, but never a massive success in Japan, even though this is like the most successful live stream in Japan's history. So just an overall extremely sad and cruel story. The main producer behind this show has gone on record and said he doesn't regret anything. He said his goal is to make miracles on film, and with Nasubi, he accomplished that goal. He did apologize to Nasubi, and Nasubi confirms that the producer did apologize to him, but the apology only does fuck all. Like, that doesn't make up for 15 months of lost human contact and health.
Not at all.
You know, like that's a nothing burger. But I guess at least he apologized, even though he made millions of dollars off the back of Nasubi's suffering. But anyway, I wanted to share this story because I find it to be one of the most interesting ones when it comes to like live broadcast television as well as live streaming. This is one of the first live streams, and it was fucking bizarre. Extremely fucked up story. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with all of you. Thank you to Caleb and Chelsea for compiling a bunch of clips here, so that way we could tell the story as best as possible. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.
Alright, man, that's gonna wrap it up for that video. Yeah, that was real effed up, bro. I don't know really what to say. I don't got any words for that. I mean, we could all clearly see that the dude definitely is ruined. Like, that's the type of thing that ruin your life. That's a whole entire year, his life completely gone and erased from existence due to making him do that. But at the same time, you gotta realize, like, this dude wanted to do this. I understand he was promised, but that goes to show sometimes you cannot risk your life for everything. I mean, even if you want to follow your dreams, that doesn't mean throw your life away for him. That does not mean throw your life away for him. That mean try to keep your life going and try to attain those dreams at the same time. You don't gotta throw your life away and it's so crazy because people do this all the time, like trying to do stuff for the clout. It's a normal occurrence for people to do stuff that they would never do and stuff that they would 100% say no to just because they think that they're promised fame or money. So 100%, I do give 99.999% of the blame to the producers, but I give that 0.0000001% of the blame. Hopefully I did the math correctly. 1% of the blame to Nasubi as well, because I mean, they asked him, did he want to keep doing this? And he decided, yeah, I want to keep doing this. Like, bro, you got to realize, like, at some point it's time to stop, bro. Like, you got toilet paper and say you didn't use it and you never touched it or saw how it felt in 10 months, bro. Like, when is it your life over your fame, bro? But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the live stream. I'm probably gonna get off here in a second. If I do get back on, I'll be playing the game, but I probably won't. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. And for the people that's watching this from YouTube, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Slim, aka Bam, aka Camman, and I'm out. Peace. What is this? Peace.